It is your realtor Hugo here with another live. Today it is first time a home buyer checklist, your step-by-step guide to home ownership. And as always, it is my pleasure to make your acquaintance and help you get a little bit closer to your real estate dreams. As always, I am your realtor Hugo, licensed in Maryland with Long and Foster, North Potomac, Rockville. And yeah, it is my pleasure really to help all of you find your perfect home, learn a little bit more about real estate and how it impacts you and those around you. Like I said earlier today, we're going to be talking a little bit more about home ownership and a checklist that you can use to get on to that road. If you have any questions, feel free and leave them on your platform of choice. That's going to be on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, or Instagram. Or twitch.com as well. Feel free and yeah, just reach out. Anything as that you would like to ask or say about the live, I greatly appreciate it. So, to get started for tonight, number one, assess your financial health. Start by checking your credit score through a free credit reporting provider. Ensure your credit report is accurate and work on improving your score if needed. Build an emergency fund that can cover at least 3 months of expenses and calculate your debt to income ratio by dividing your monthly debt payments by your gross monthly income. If it's over 43%, work on reducing your debt. Aim for a 20% down payment to avoid PMI, but explore low down payment options if necessary. Make sure your job is stable and your income is reliable. Going back, PMI is private mortgage insurance and it is put into the payment of your mortgage up until the point until your property is at least 20% paid for and at least 20% of equity has been reached. And after that, it is deducted and is taken off of the monthly payments. So basically, it's an extra insurance that's paid in case you default on the loan within that period of time that it takes to get up to 20%. Now, these other things are all things that you can do without having the home already in place, which is check your credit from a credible company, build an emergency fund that can cover 3 months expenses minimum, and try to figure out your debt to income ratio by reducing your debts and really maximizing your income with savings and other side hustles and possibly maybe innovative ways of making the most out of your money. Number two, determine your budget. Use online mortgage calculators to estimate monthly payments and make sure they fit within your budget without stretching your finances. Don't forget to include property taxes, homeowners insurance, and maintenance costs in your calculations. Consider cutting back on non essential expenses to have more for your home. Based on these calculations, determine the maximum home price you can afford. And again, you can work with your lender to try to pinpoint this amount to as close as you need to and to really get a budget going, and we can work within that budget. Now, are we going to find the home of your dreams in that budget? I am not sure. It really depends on where your expectations are, what you're looking for, and what market we're going to be working in. But with having the budget, we know that regardless, the home that we're going to find, we're going to be able to afford on our rainiest day. And that really is peace of mind that we are ultimately looking for in a new home. Number three, explore mortgage options. Learn about the pros and cons of fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages. We spoke about this a couple of days ago. Fixed rate loans offer stable payments, while ARMs might have lower initial rates but can increase later on. Check the current interest rates and use them to estimate your monthly payments. Understand how your credit score can impact your interest rate and shop around for the best rates. Research government backed loans like FHA or VA loans if you qualify for lower down payments. And again, lower down payments can help make the property more affordable. But remember, anything that you do finance, it will add to the amount that you will pay on the monthly mortgage. Fixed rate loans are just that, fixed rate for a certain amount of time. And then adjustable rate, it is a fixed rate for a certain amount of time, and then after that time it will adjust to a predetermined amount possibly. So there are all options that can help uh, give more affordability, where sometimes you qualify for a loan. Number four, save for the down payment and closing costs. Set a clear savings goal for your down payment, typically 5 to 20% of the home's price. Closing costs generally range from 2 to 5% of the loan amount. So plan for those as well. Explore down payment assistance programs available in your area or for the first time buyers. Set up automatic transfers to separate savings accounts dedicated to your home purchase. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Set up automatic transfers to a separate savings account dedicated to your home purchase. That's what I meant to say. We want to make this as brainless as possible. We want to make it as automatic as possible and make it as easy for you to just save. Remember, it's not going to happen by itself. No one's going to come out of the blue at the gas station and give you the Ferrari and tell you, here, go buy a house with this credit card. No one does that. So, no one's going to save you. At the end of the day, you have to save yourself and save in the physical as well as the mental sense. Preserve yourself, preserve your future, and maintain good habits that help you save. If you develop these things in the early time of your life and the early years of you embarking into adulthood, you will set yourself up for success into the future. So these are all things to keep in mind. The basics that I always tell people are 5% down and 5% for your closing costs. That's about 10% of the home. If you can afford that much, then definitely it's worth having a conversation about real estate. If you spend more on the down payment, your loan will be less, and ultimately it's just less you'll have to pay. But minimum, can be as low as 3.5%, but on average, about in the industry we're seeing about 10%, 5 to 10% in down payment being offered at the moment. Number five, excuse me, get pre-approved for a mortgage. Collect your financial documents, including tax returns, bank statements, and pay stubs. Research lenders and apply for pre-approval with those that offer the best terms. Understand that pre-approval involves a thorough review of your finances and gives you a specific loan amount. This helps you shop for homes confidently, knowing what you can afford. It is not just a piece of paper that says, "Oh yeah, we approve him for such and such and such and such." No, it is actually you're giving out your information to this person. They're running your credit and you are getting pre-approved. It is a set amount and you can budget within that amount. You don't have to spend all of it. I hate to be so dramatic about it, but most people feel like, hey, I need to spend all of this. I'm not going to be able to get another loan ever again. Don't do that. Spend within your budget, spend within your means, live within your means, and you'll be able to buy more homes than you can even imagine. But you got to do the first one right. Number six, define your needs and wants. Decide on the type of home you want: single family, condo, or townhouse. Research neighborhoods that fit your budget and lifestyle. Create a list of non negotiable features like the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, while also listing features that are nice to have but can be compromised on, such as a garage or large backyard. These are all things that you should keep in mind. Hey, this is something that I would like to have. This is something I need to have. The need to haves need to be priority. The like to haves, we can kind of, if we are able to, we will find them. If we are not and they are not present, then hey, it is something that we will look for in the next property. But more than anything else, know that this home will probably not be your forever home, but it will be a home on your path to that home if we do it correctly. So that's the important thing. Number seven, research neighborhoods and market trends. Research the cost of living, including property taxes, utilities, and other expenses in different neighborhoods. Look at school ratings, crime statistics, and proximity to amenities like parks and grocery stores. Check if property values are rising or falling in those areas. Stay updated on any planned developments or infrastructure projects that could affect the area's future. It is about a little bit of projection into the future, a little bit about knowing about the past in your area, and staying in tune with what's happening, what the emotion of the current community is, what is happening in your area. Stay informed, participate, because now more than ever, there are going to be tools being rolled out in planning and government to better capture the opinions of the people. And that's something I know all of us have wanted more than anything else, is to truly feel like our voices are being heard. So this is very exciting stuff that we are going to see come down the pipeline. But do your research. Don't get surprised or blindsided by the cost of living or by the increases of such, because really you need to be prepared for this. You need to understand, hey, I'm going to be moving into this area and this is what I could expect. Number eight, find a real estate agent. Ask friends or family for agent recommendations or look up online reviews. Choose an agent experienced in working with first time home buyers who can guide you through the process. Make sure they are familiar with your preferred neighborhoods and understand your needs. Trust your instincts. If you feel comfortable with the agent, they're probably a good fit. Now, why do I say that? Because more than anything else, talk to us, talk to me, talk to somebody, because at the end of the day, if you don't voice your grievances, then no one knows how to mind read. I know a lot of terrific agents, but even they themselves are not clear, voyant or telepathic, I should say. Uh, I myself can pick up on a few cues, but I am very oblivious when it comes to many things. And at the end of the day, if you don't tell me that this is valuable and important to you, I won't know. So, knowing, again, going back to the other point of knowing your needs and wants, goes right hand in hand with working with a real estate agent, because the more comfortable you feel with the agent, the easier it will be to express these things that you found out about yourself. And an agent, a good agent worth their commission, will be able to take you from that initial conversation all the way to the contract signing at the table, at the, well, the contract closing at the table. So that's all stuff that you should think about. You should feel good with this agent, comfortable with this agent, to take you from the start to the end. Number nine, begin house hunting. Visit open houses, check online listings daily. Be prepared to act quickly if you find a home you love, especially in competitive markets. Track homes you're interested in to notice patterns in price and availability. Create a checklist of essential features and take notice during each visit to compare properties effectively. Understanding how the market's changing and shifting, again, is very, very smart. We want to be prepared to act quickly, because in this market as of late, there isn't enough properties to go around. So you got to stay on top of it. If you want a property, if you see it, you like it, make a move. There's no point in waiting till tomorrow, what you could do today. But it's been now more than ever, easier than ever, to find the homes. Really, realtors and real estate professionals are here to help you through the process, contracts in your local state and jurisdiction. But more than anything, the ease of finding a home has become democratized for everyone to be able to use. So take advantage of it and talk to a realtor, work with a realtor, partner with a realtor, so that you can execute on your wishes and get to your goal faster. Last one for this evening is number 10. Prepare for the closing process. Understand the steps from getting a home inspection to signaling the final documents. Budget for closing costs like lender fees, title insurance, and recording fees. Excuse me. Secure home insurance, and consider additional coverage like flood or earthquake insurance for my friends out in the mountains in California if necessary. be prepared to negotiate with the seller if inspections reveal any issues that need addressing. And that again can be one of these case by case basis and depending on the market sort of situations. But right now, please be very specific about where your property lies. Is it in a flood zone? Is it in a potential fire hazard zone? Is it in an earthquake area or a fault line? Those are all things that you should be aware of, because now more than ever is when we're seeing climate change and changes in our planet. So we don't want to invest in places that we're going to lose in the future. So we want to look at the history of these areas. We want to do our research in these areas. There's no real crystal ball that will save us from everything. But at the end of the day, if we can make good decisions based on the past, our decisions will tend to be majority better than otherwise without in any information whatsoever. So get yourself informed, ask the right questions, and if you don't know what questions to ask, start exploring, and the questions will come to you, and the answers will come as well. So I appreciate all of you tuning in on days like this, because this, I feel, can benefit anyone, and you can tell others what you learned here and get them on the right path. Because if you understand it and you bought the house, then someone else might need to hear it from you. Maybe not just me, maybe from you as well, that hey, anyone can do it. So recapping, in case you're just joining us today, we were talking about first time home buying checklist, your step by step guide to home ownership. Number one was assess your financial health. Number two was determine your budget. Number three was explore mortgage options. Number four was save for the down payment and closing costs. Number five was get pre approved for a mortgage. Number six was define your needs and wants. Number seven was research neighborhoods and market trends. Number eight was find a real estate agent. Number nine was begin house hunting. And number 10 was prepare for the closing process. Ladies and gentlemen, it is truly my pleasure to always be able to talk to you a little bit more about real estate and how it impacts all of us. I am your realtor, Hugo, licensed in Maryland with Long and Foster. Feel free and reach out if you have any personal questions about real estate or would like some personalized advice or a consultation. My phone number is 240-389-4846. My email is hugo@lnf.com. And my website is yourrealtorhugo.com. Thank you so much for all the love and support on my last video on the vlog, and for the support on the new listing. Really keep spreading it out there. We don't know who it's going to be that's going to get the property and be the new neighbor in that community. But if you would like it to be one of your friends or family, please spread the word. It is in the center of Rockville over on 801 Gale Avenue in Rockville, Maryland. We're going to have an open house there actually tomorrow, Saturday, at 2 to 4, and then we're going to have an open house on Sunday this weekend from 2 to 4 as well. So I will see you again for 2 sessions out there. And if you want to get a private viewing, feel free and reach out to me or to your local real estate professional to reserve a time slot. So I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Have a great evening. Enjoy your night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care.